everybody. So there were a lot of really great scenes in season 6 of Game of Thrones, and after a little bit of narrowing down, here are my top 10 favorite moments from Game of Thrones season 6. Number 1. Jon's resurrection and vengeance. After a year of waiting and Jon's brutal murder, it was just so fulfilling to see him being brought back to life by Melisandre and to see him mete out his vengeance against Ollie and Sir Alistair Thorne and all of those that betrayed him. It was just such an amazing moment, especially after killing them when he tells Ed, "My watch has ended." Number 2, the Stark reunions. We got several Stark reunions, and probably the thing that I liked the most were the parallels between the reunions. The reunion between Jon and Sansa, it was very bittersweet and emotional, and it was just so different compared to the reunion between Bran and Uncle Benjen. Whereas Uncle Benjen is not who he once was. He is such a different person now that he didn't act much like the uncle that he used to be. So it was just really great to see how differently they reacted to each other, the different Starks reuniting. It was so wonderful. Number 3, Bran becomes the Three-Eyed Raven. Now, this is pretty much centered around one whole major moment where he screws up and gets the current Three-Eyed Raven killed and becomes the new Three-Eyed Raven. It's just a really great moment, and seeing Bran come into his own like this after all that he's been through, losing the ability to walk and trying to figure out how he fits into the world now. Well, now he plays a very important role in the world, and he is privy to one of the biggest kept secrets. R plus L equals J. Number 4, Daenerys kills all of the Khals and burns down the temple of the Dosh Khaleen. It was so amazing to see this scene. Seeing Daenerys be like, dudes, shut the hell up. If you don't follow me, I'm gonna burn you to the ground. And she did. She burnt them up to crispy bits and took over the Dothraki. It was so perfect. So perfect. I think the thing that surprised me the most about this scene was that Daenerys did this all on her own. Drogon did not come in and save the day like I expected. He didn't have anything to do with that. So it made it that much more great of a scene. And when she walks out of the burning temple, her clothes are all burned away and she's just standing there and everyone's like, oh shit, yes, she means business. Yeah, we're gonna follow her because she knows what's up. That's basically how I would sum up their expressions and their awe. Number 5, the Battle of the Bastards and Ramsay's death. Seeing Jon go up against Ramsay and then eventually actually giving the kill over to Sansa, where she kills him by feeding him up as a meal to his hounds. It was just everything that I imagined and wanted and more. I think the only thing that would have made Ramsay's death even better would be to have had Ghost take part in his death as well. I just think that would have been cool if Ghost could have taken part in the mauling and eating of Ramsay. But I'll take what we got, and seeing the smirk on Sansa's face as she walked away from having Ramsay killed by his dogs, it was just so, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Number 6, Arya kills the waif and reclaims her name. The thing about this scene, I think, that I liked the most was the fact that we were still left with a lot of questions. We really were. I mean, she killed the waif. I mean, we kind of saw that coming right when she cut the candle and made the lights go out. But the thing that left me interested in what all has been going down and what Jaqen has really been up to was the fact that when Arya told Jaqen that her name is Arya Stark and she's going home, he smirked. It's like he had planned this all along. And even though she has reclaimed her name, I don't know if she is really still Arya, because she's kind of got a few screws loose now. She's very wild, and I think part of the name game is that it confuses you over time, continuously trying to trick someone into thinking you are someone else. it starts to play on your mind as well. Now, these are just my thoughts. I mean, other people might have different thoughts on this, but this is just the way I've seen it. Aria, now, she might not be the same kind of faceless person as Jaqen is. Now, I'm wondering if Jaqen is his true name, and he just, maybe that's the point of the whole thing. You have to unmake yourself and then remake yourself in a new image. I don't know. It's kind of really confusing, the whole faceless person thing and the many-faced god. I just, yeah. We'll just have to see how Aria is in season 7. Now, number 7. Daenerys defeats the Masters and takes all of their ships. Well, after burning a few. This scene was just unexpected. I mean, I saw the scene coming, but the way it was given to us was just like, here, take this is amazing, and watch it and love it. And I did. I really loved this scene, everything about it, especially with seeing Rhaegal and Viserion breaking out of that pyramid and starting to burn shit up with their brother Drogon. The Masters didn't know what to make of it. They really thought they were on top of things until Drogon shows up, and they just, yeah. I think in their heads they were just thinking to themselves, I have regrets. Yeah, because they got totally screwed. Completely screwed, and they deserved it. It was just an epic scene. And I don't use the word epic a lot, but that is pretty much the only word that can be used to describe this incredible fight. It was epic. Number 8. Aria kills Walder Frey and avenges the Red Wedding. This scene came out of nowhere and completely surprised me. I did not expect to see Aria back in Westeros in season 6. I thought we were going to see her back in Westeros in season 7, but yeah, it seems like she took the fast route and she is back in Westeros, and yeah, she killed Walder Frey. Oh, and his sons. Let's not forget his sons baked up into the pie. Wow. Aria, girl, I mean, you're just, yes, you're the real MVP. I don't even know how you did it, how you managed to pull all of that off and not have anyone suspect you, except for that you're a faceless person. You really are a faceless person, but you're also Aria. See, that's the thing that's still confusing me, but we'll see how much she is still Aria in season 7. One of the things that I loved the most about her killing Walder Frey was the way that she killed him. She killed him in the same way that her mother was killed, slitting of the throat, and he just had no idea what was coming to him, and even in his last moment, he was still just like, yeah, I have regrets. He had regrets too. Did it save him? Nope. Yeah, that was definite fan service, and I'll take it. I loved it. Number 9, R+L=J is confirmed, and Jon becomes the new King of the North. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this, but first off, R+L=J, Rhaegar plus Lyanna equals Jon Snow. Now, the thing that I loved about this was that even after they pretty much confirmed it, there was no mention of Rhaegar's name and that he was the father until like a couple days later when HBO released an infographic that showed that Rhaegar was Jon's father. I really hope that in season 7 we get a flashback scene between Rhaegar and Lyanna at the tourney at Harrenhal, and that we just get more of this, because we didn't even get enough of Lyanna. We just had her laying in the bed dying and getting Ned to promise her to take care of her son. I really love the way this scene played out, and that it ended with showing the baby Jon Snow and then showing the grown-up Jon Snow. And if anybody had been left with any questions right then and there, they knew the baby was Jon Snow. Now, the thing about the whole King in the North bit that I loved was that while I was seeing that scene play out, when Lyanna Mormont proclaimed Jon Snow the King of the North, and they started to call him the White Wolf and all of that, the thing that kept playing in my mind against that scene was when Robb was proclaimed the King of the North, and me thinking about the Red Wedding and yeah, how badly that went down. Hopefully things don't go south for Jon in the way they went for Robb. I'm really worried for how people are going to react when they find out Jon is a Targaryen, because while he is still a Stark, he is a Targaryen, and that might put them off to him being their king. It might not. Number 10, Daenerys sails for Westeros. This was the best way to close out this season and one of my top favorite moments. Seeing Daenerys with all of her ships, her new allies, her armies, and her dragons flying above, sailing to Westeros, had me jumping up and down in my seat until the credits rolled. And when they rolled, yeah, I was very upset. And especially because if what I'm hearing is correct, we might be waiting longer than usual for season 7. Hopefully it's only a little bit longer than usual and not like fall of 2017, because that will completely suck. Yeah, that will suck. Now, until season 7 airs, I'm going to try and come out with more Game of Thrones videos. I have to think of which ones I want to do. I definitely have a WTF video for season 6 planned very soon. I don't know exactly when it's going to come out. If it'll be this month or next month or whatever, but stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.